The following is a presentation of Palmetto State Media Group. Tonight's game is brought to you by Lorex Auto Repair, Beth Branham Law, Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa, Burkett, and Burkett CPAs, Linrich Contracting, Creekside Restaurant, Sun Solutions, So Everly Perfect Photography, West Metro News, Krantz Cooling and Heating, the Taylor Watford Foundation, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Stacy Sizemore, Dunlap Plumbing, Breads and Such, and Game Day Turf Management. Now live from tonight's game is the voice of the Bearcats, Mike Higgins.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bearcat Baseball right here on the Palmetto State Sports Network. Tonight, the Brookland-Cayce Bearcats open the home portion of their season as they welcome Horse Creek Academy Stallions out of Aiken to the Brook. The Bearcats coming off a solid showing last weekend in the RBI tournament where they went 2-1 and competed well throughout the weekend, setting a strong early tone for the season. Now they return home looking to keep that momentum going in front of the home crowd. I'm Mike Higgins alongside Coach Joe Murgo, and thanks for joining us here tonight. And, Coach, I want to touch base with you here. You got to see the team last weekend, and how did you like the way they competed in that tournament?
You know, Mike, the one thing that really stood out to me was whether they were ahead, and obviously against Hillcrest, you know, got behind really early, but the chemistry in the dugout didn't change. And, you know, that was something that I noticed immediately was just how the kids continue to pull for one another, how they continued to fight all the way to the end. You know, clearly how they're playing pitch to pitch and not worrying about the scoreboard and just let the scoreboard take care of itself. We're obviously really still young in a lot of spots, and, you know, we got a ninth grader in the lineup, and some kids are playing some different positions than they played last year. And but I'm going to tell you, to go out against White Knoll and perform like they did, and then to come back against a very good Spring Valley baseball team and to face a lefty who's committed to Presbyterian College, who was running up there about 88, and be able to stay in that game and then get a big hit, home run from Maddox, and keep fighting the whole time, and then get the walk-off hit from Peyton Murgo to win by one, and having a kid stand in the box and getting hit to get to the bases, and then getting them bunting them over to second. And so those two games were great. And then they ran into Hillcrest, and, you know, we were deep in our pitching at that point, and we kicked it around a little bit that game, where we played pretty clean defense the first two games, and faced a really good pitcher. I mean, the young man that threw for Hillcrest, he was running up there in the upper 80s as well. And they got some big boys at Hillcrest. Yeah. I will be very interested to see how Hillcrest finishes the year, because they've got some guys in their lineup who can really, really swing it. But overall, compared to, you know, watching how we were in our scrimmage games to see how we played, I think this is a team who literally can continue to get better and better week to week, and, you know, not to be too high or too low, or to, you know, worry about whether one game sets the tone for the next if we don't perform well. It's going to be interesting to watch this young team on how they continue to gel by the end of the year.
Well, we'll stick around. We've got our starting lineup coming up just a minute. Listen to Bearcat Baseball right here on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Burkett, and Burkett CPAs is proud to honor the memory of Horace Burkett, captain of the BC football team in 1947, and his homecoming queen, Catherine Burkett. We are grateful to our dad and mom for their many years of devotion and service to the Cayce, West Columbia communities, and we try every day to walk in their footsteps. If we can help you or your family with any accounting or financial needs, we will be happy to assist you. Visit our website at burkettcpas.com.
Hi, I'm Stacy Sizemore, your local South Carolina Farm Bureau insurance agent. As a longtime resident of this community, I've had the privilege of raising my family right here in Columbia. I understand what makes this place special, and I'm committed to helping you protect what's important to you. Whether it's your home, your car, or your loved ones, I'm here to make sure you have the right coverage, tailored to your needs. My office is conveniently located at 7501 Irmo Drive, and I'm always ready to sit down and talk about how I can help. I don't just want to meet your needs, but exceed your expectations. My number is 803-609-5431. Let's work together to keep you and your family protected with someone who truly understands the community we call home. That's 803-609-5431. I look forward to hearing from you.
If you want personalized service from an attorney who cares about you, call the law offices of Beth Brenham. When you're facing some of life's toughest challenges, you want an attorney that will be by your side. Combining compassion and experience, we offer comprehensive services for your legal needs. Call Beth Brenham Law today at 803-227-3552 or visit her website at bethbrenhamlaw.com. That's bethbrenhamlaw.com. Get on the path to results today. Beth Brenham Law.
Leaky faucet? Backed up drain? Big job or small, Dunlap Plumbing handles it all. We specialize in residential and commercial plumbing with fast, reliable service you can count on. No gimmicks, no guessing, just honest work done right the first time. Call or text 803-600-1600 today. That's 803-600-1600. Dunlap Plumbing, where quality flows.
Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa. We're the gentle pet pampering specialists, and we're certified dog groomers. We're open Monday through Saturday by appointment. You can call or text us at 803-543-8752. That's 803-543-8752. We're located at 1408 Charleston Highway in West Columbia. We are in the lower level of the Tropic Air Santa's Closet building. You can also follow us on Facebook. Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa, the gentle pet pampering specialist.
Hey, it's Kurt Pesci. I'm a BC grad and owner of Creekside Restaurant located in Old Mill in Lexington. While some things change, we at Creekside don't. We still offer great food, wonderful service, all at a reasonable price. Serving breakfast all day and a full lunch menu. Open 6 a.m. to 2:30 Monday through Friday. Remember, breakfast, lunch, or brunch, the choice is yours. And check out our new website, creeksidelexingtonsc.com.
This is Terry Ward from the Taylor Watford Foundation. Did you know that fentanyl poison is the #1 killer in the U.S. for ages 13 to 50? Illegal drug use also has a drastic and horrendous effect on families in every segment of our society. Our young people, including the students in our schools, are not immune from this horrible epidemic that is apparent in our country. To help, a representative from the Taylor Watford Foundation would like to come visit your organization or school and present educational information about the dangers of drug use and how to fight it. Log on to TaylorWatfordFoundation.org to find out more. Taylor Watford Foundation, giving hope to life.
Coming up in just a moment, our starting lineups for tonight, brought to you by Sun Solutions.
Need to make a bold impression? Sun Solutions at 345 Dreer Road in West Columbia is your one-stop shop for all things printing, branding, and marketing. From eye-catching banners and vehicle wraps to professional printing, direct mail, branded merch, and full-scale marketing, we do it all under one roof. Big ideas deserve big execution. Visit sunsolutionsUSA.com or stop by today and let's bring your brand to life. Print, promote, deliver. Sun Solutions.
The starting lineups are brought to you by Sun Solutions. Communication, print, and media delivered. Visit sunsolutionsUSA.com. Now with tonight's starting lineups, here's Mike Higgins and Kurt Pesci.
Mike Higgins and the coach Joe Murgo with you tonight, and today was an absolutely gorgeous Chamber of Commerce day. Temperatures still right now in the mid-70s. Let's take a look at our starting lineups, brought to you by our friends over at Sun Solutions. For our visitors, the Horse Creek Academy Stallions, 1A team out of Aiken County. They'll be led off by their third baseman, Connor Kanegi. Batting second tonight over at shortstop, Bryce Gunner. Batting third and pitching tonight, Aiden Clark. Behind the dish and batting cleanup, Bryce Abney. Batting fifth tonight out in center field, the speedy Cannon Bloom. What a great baseball name. Batting sixth tonight, the DH. He'll be hitting for the left fielder, Bryson Rich. Batting seventh tonight, second baseman, Patton Murray. Batting eighth, Landon Decker over at first base. And rounding it up, right fielder, Connor English. And that's a look at Horse Creek Academy.
Well, now for your Brookland-Cayce Bearcats, leading off and playing center field will be Bennett Plain. Pitching and batting second is Peyton Murgo. Batting third and playing shortstop, Maddox Medeiros. Batting fourth, playing first base, Hayden Ergel. Batting fifth, playing left field, Christian Braxton. Batting sixth and playing right field, Myson Jones. Batting seventh, catching, Sam Kuhn. Batting eighth, playing second base, Braylon Bernhagen. And rounding out the lineup in the 9-hole, playing third base, 9th grader Jennings Parsons.
And that's a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Sun Solutions. Stick around. We'll be joined by Coach Klein in just a moment. Bear Camp Baseball right here on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Don't throw your money down the drain. Call Perfecto Plumbing, your local pros with an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating. Serving Cayce, Columbia, and the entire Midlands with affordable, high-quality plumbing you can trust. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. From water heater installs to drain cleanings, Perfecto Plumbing handles it all without breaking the bank. We believe in building trust, delivering excellence, and giving back to the community we love. Visit perfectoplumber.com to request your free estimate. That's perfectoplumber.com or call 803-404-9984 today.
Looking for the perfect place to spend your evening? Head west to the River District in West Columbia. With ample parking just steps from local shops, restaurants, the Riverwalk, amphitheater, and Caraway Park, getting around is effortless. Or better yet, leave the parking to us with free valet parking in the River District. Available Thursdays and Fridays from 4 to 10 and Saturdays from noon to 10. And save the date for the 3rd Annual Meeting Street Music Festival, April 17th and 18th, right on Meeting Street. Great food, local flavor, riverside vibes, and parking made easy. Explore more at westcolumbiasc.gov and come see why it's always a great night to head west.
Hi, I'm Stacy Sizemore, your local South Carolina Farm Bureau insurance agent. As a longtime resident of this community, I've had the privilege of raising my family right here in Columbia. I understand what makes this place special, and I'm committed to helping you protect what's important to you. Whether it's your home, your car, or your loved ones, I'm here to make sure you have the right coverage, tailored to your needs. My office is conveniently located at 7501 Irmo Drive, and I'm always ready to sit down and talk about how I can help. I don't just want to meet your needs, but exceed your expectations. My number is 803-609-5431. Let's work together to keep you and your family protected with someone who truly understands the community we call home. That's 803-609-5431. I look forward to hearing from you.
At Game Day Turf Management, we pride ourselves on delivering top-quality, game-ready turf. Maintaining that high standard requires expert care, and we're here to help. We offer customized maintenance programs tailored to your field's needs. With over 20 years of experience, we provide full-service facility management and can collaborate with your existing staff. We began with natural grass fields and have evolved into a leader in synthetic turf services. For more information, visit us at GameDayTurf.net. That's GameDayTurf.net. Game Day Turf Management is a proud sponsor of tonight's Player of the Game.
If you're looking for an auto repair shop that you can trust, you found us. Here at Lorix Auto Repair, we know how important it is to find a car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is our top priority each and every day. You will feel the difference that exceptional customer care makes when you work with Lorix Auto Repair. We know our team sets us apart, saving you time and money, not to mention worry. Be sure to stop in and see us weekdays from 8 to 5:30 at 4804 Augusta Road in Lexington, or visit us online at lorixauto.com.
Welcome into the Coach Matt Klein Show. We're joined by Brookland-Cayce baseball coach Matt Klein as the Bearcats played in the RBI tournament in Red Bank last weekend, going 2-1, making it to the championship game. Coach, what did you learn about this group during those first 3 games?
I was really proud of our guys. 72 hours of scrappy baseball, kind of some things we talked about in the winter when you and I got to sit down and talk. I thought pitchers were competitive. We played some really good defense, and I thought offensively we were able to play, situational baseball, execute. We had a lot of 2-out hits, 2-out runs, which is really, really good to see from our guys early season. But our guys fought, man. We played some really good teams. Last game of the tournament, the championship game, kind of got a little, sideways for us, but our guys fought to the last pitch, and so really a lot of positives to take from that opening weekend and move forward to tonight.
And, Coach, even though we fell short in the championship game, what did you like about the way the team competed?
Yeah, so really, really solid team from Hillcrest, man. They were a really fun team to watch, compete. But our guys were competitive. We weren't shy to throw strikes. We wanted to keep, attacking hitters. And when we had chance to collect outs, get off the field, for the most part, we did a really good job. They threw a really good arm against us. And so one of those early season, you're seeing upper 80s to a 90, and our guys made some good adjustments, found ways to put balls in play. And just one of those, hey, we got out of hand quick, and it was easy for us to throw the towel in and just kind of coast to the end. And I don't think our guys did that. We competed. We played some very sound baseball and a lot of learning moments for us, through these last couple of days of practices that I hope to see, come forth tonight.
Hillcrest may be the best team you'll play all year, too, Coach.
Yeah.
Well, every year there's some new faces that step into some bigger roles at the varsity level. Who are some of those players fans should kind of get to know this season, Coach?
Hayden Ergel is a junior. He was kind of a bubble guy last year between varsity and JV. Just didn't get really any reps in game at the varsity level, and he's had a great off season. He's worked really hard in the weight room and instruction situations, and so he's put together a really good camp so far in this early spring. And so I think he's a guy. He's going to be our 4-hole batter to start tonight, and has a chance to really do some damage at the plate. And I've been really proud of his voice, his leadership in practices. So I think that's a guy that you kind of haven't heard from the varsity level that should hopefully splash for us. Christian Braxton's a sophomore who, kind of got split time on varsity last year as a freshman. It was kind of a rotational piece, but kid can play, and he can play. He does a lot of good things, and the game comes easy to him at times, and so I'm excited for him. A lot of our guys, though, have been, this is their third year of, varsity starters, and so you expect them to take those bigger roles and, really execute more consistently. Freshman in the lineup for us, Jennings Parsons, had a really good preseason tournament, hit some really hard baseballs, line drives, played some good defense, and so he's another guy that he's a puppy, but we expect him to play some big-time games for us.
Well, Coach, we've got really two strong pitchers in Murgo and Medeiros. What makes these two such a solid 1-2 punch for the rotation?
They love the moment. They want the ball on the mound. They're the personality that once they step on the rubber, it's their game, and they're going to do everything they can to win the baseball game for the club. They both have different strengths, and so, Murgo is more of a upper velo guy, can spin the ball really well. Medeiros' velo has increased, but he has a lot of movement to his fastball, different pitchability there, and so both of them, though, understand how to use their strengths, how to battle the weaknesses that they might have on the mound to their advantage. And our team knows when those two guys step on the rubber, we're going to have a chance to win a baseball game, and that adds a lot of excitement to everybody.
It sure does. And, Coach, when we step into region play, that's going to be 3 games a week. We got 2 games covered, but who are some of the candidates you're looking at to probably be that third starter?
We're working on it. We got some guys that we have in mind. Isaiah Ortiz, a guy that I think kind of fits that mold, but he's coming off the basketball season, so we're still in the process of getting his arm in shape, what his workload looks like. Masan Jones is another guy that came off basketball season, but he started that championship game against Hillcrest, and I thought he threw well, right? He threw a lot of strikes, and he's going to learn how to pitch, not just throw, but he's another guy that I think can get on there and give us, 4 or 5 innings. Braylon Bernhagen's another senior arm that knows how to pitch. Right? He's not going to blow people away necessarily with the fastball, but when he locates and uses his secondary pitches, he becomes really effective. And so with those 2 arms that we talked about, kind of making how our bullpen gets used, because that third game might be, hey, we go one time through the lineup, I need you to get 3 outs, I need this guy to get 6 outs, kind of piece things together, and you hope your bats are ready to play on games like that.
Coach, defensively early in the season, what are you seeing from this group in forms of fundamentals and communication?
Really, really good. We've taken some serious time and, gone through footwork, rhythm and timing, how the baseball is supposed to come out of your hand, arm slots for infielders, outfield guys getting the routes and stuff. And so we stress, ground balls in the infield are outs, fly balls in the outfield are outs. And when we have the opportunity to collect them, they're non-negotiables. We got to turn them into outs. And so I think we communicate really well for the most part. We're in great positions, and then the final piece is catch, throw, catch. Control the baseball, make a good throw, make sure we catch the baseball for an out.
Coach, tonight we face Horse Creek Academy out of Aiken. What do you know about them, and what are the biggest things you want to see from your team tonight?
Done a little research on them. They're a 1A school, so their numbers are a little low, and they got some young guys out there, but we talk about the nameless, faceless opponent, right? We want to play our style of baseball, our brand of energy and effort. So I expect our guys to compete at a really high level, control our emotions. I'm looking for, pitchers to be in the zone, right? We compete with our fastball. We win and dominate with our secondary pitches. when defense, has a chance to collect outs, get off the field, we do that at a really high level. And offensively, I want to see us have really good plate approaches. Last year we struck out a lot. We didn't really work counts, and so preseason tournament, we did a really good job of that. I think there was a game we only had 2 strikeouts with, I think, 6 or 7 walks. And so understanding strike zone a little better, staying balanced with our swing, and when we get a pitch to hit, let's drive it up the middle. Let's not try to do anything crazy. Be really happy with singles and score runs.
Coach, I don't know what it is about this time of year, but I get a little extra pep in my step. It was easy to wake up this morning, which is unusual.
I'm the same way. I think I woke up earlier today than I have in the last month combined, man. Just hard to fall asleep. You're itching to it, and love teaching in the building, but it's hard to focus on what you're doing because you want to get to 7 o'clock. And so our guys did a really good job of managing that. We had a great pregame BP session, bouncing around, and had a really good team meal together, more bonding moments, and now we get to compete.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time, Coach. Always appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mike.
That's Coach Matt Klein, head baseball coach here at Brookland-Cayce. And stick around. Our On Deck pregame show continues right here on the Palmetto State Sports Network. Looking for homemade goodness that hits the spot? Come on down to Breads and Such, home of your midnight baker. Located at 1220 C Avenue in West Columbia, we're your go-to for mouth-watering homemade meals, scrumptious desserts, and that perfect cup of Liberty Beans coffee. Each of our desserts is made with love and the finest of ingredients. We've always got something fresh to satisfy your sweet tooth. Our variety of pound cakes are baked fresh and perfect for any occasion. Need catering? We've got you covered. Let us bring the homemade goodness to your next event. We also offer on-site catering, perfect for any special event. And don't forget our custom gift baskets, an ideal treat for someone special. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're here to serve you the best. Visit us at breadsandsuch.com for more info. Breads and Such, where we just ain't loafing around.
This is Terry Ward from the Taylor Watford Foundation. Did you know that fentanyl poison is the #1 killer in the U.S. for ages 13 to 50? Illegal drug use also has a drastic and horrendous effect on families in every segment of our society. Our young people, including the students in our schools, are not immune from this horrible epidemic that is apparent in our country. To help, a representative from the Taylor Watford Foundation would like to come visit your organization or school and present educational information about the dangers of drug use and how to fight it. Log on to TaylorWatfordFoundation.org to find out more. Taylor Watford Foundation, giving hope to life.
Coming up in just a moment, tonight's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Krantz Cooling and Heating. Visit them at KrantzCooling.com.
Krantz Cooling and Heating was established in 1983 and is known for providing top-notch heating, cooling, and air conditioning services to the residents of Central South Carolina. We work on all makes and models of heating and air conditioning equipment. We do new installations, seasonal maintenance, routine repairs, indoor air quality enhancements, and ductwork. Our team operates with integrity, transparency, and a commitment to 100% customer satisfaction. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, visit us at KrantzCooling.com. Krantz with a K and Cooling with a K.
Tonight's Keys to the Game are brought to you by Krantz Cooling and Heating. Visit them at KrantzCooling.com. Now with tonight's Keys to the Game, here's Kurt Pesci.
And welcome back to the Brook. Mike Higgins along with Coach Joe Murgo. And, Coach, what do you want to see out of the squad tonight?
I want to first make sure we fill up the zone and throw strikes tonight and not give any free passes. I want to see us play really clean on defense. And I really like to see tonight, if we have the opportunity, to continue to work on our base running skills. And then just continue to swing the bats at good pitches and compete in the zone and, competitive at bats. And, our quality at bats, if we can go 6-7 pitch ABs and try to get in their bullpen early, that would be a big plus.
A lot of two-out action during the tournament, wasn't there?
I'm going to tell you, in the first 2 games, the two-out hitting was exceptional. Really big opportunities. And when we came up with 2 outs, we had runners in scoring position. And, Mike, I think we had 3 or 4 2-out hits. Wow. that plated some big runs in both of those games. And those were big moments for us in those first 2 games, without a doubt.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take one final 30-second break. Back with more in a moment. Bear Camp Baseball on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Hey, it's Everly. And Victoria Pesci with So Everly Perfect Photography, your local photographer specializing in newborn, maternity, and lifestyle photography. I offer both outdoor or private in-studio sessions. Needing a dress for your maternity session? No worries. I have you covered with different styles to choose from. Visit So Everly Perfect Photography on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest mini sessions and giveaways. These years go by fast. Let's capture them before they slip away.
Message my mommy.
Leaky faucet? Backed up drain? Big job or small, Dunlap Plumbing handles it all. We specialize in residential and commercial plumbing with fast, reliable service you can count on. No gimmicks, no guessing, just honest work done right the first time. Call or text 803-6.
And welcome back to the Brook. Mike Hagan's Coach Joe Murgo with you. Peyton Murgo on the bump tonight for the Bearcats. And leading things off, Connor Carnegie for the Stallions. Right-handed hitter gets the sign from Kuhn. Set, delivers. Trying to get that outside corner. Comes up a little bit wide on that one. One ball, no strikes.
You know, a true leadoff hitter, Mike, 3 walks to 1 strikeout. Obviously, that's what you want to see in your leadoff hitter with an opportunity to get on base.
Misses high with that one, and boy, they've racked up the stolen bases through those first 2 games as well, Coach. 13 out of 14, so try to keep them off the bases. Set at the waist. Carnegie awaits the pitch. Misses outside, 3-0. Looking at the Bearcats defensively across the infield. Parsons at third, Medeiros at short, Bernhagen at second, Ergel over at first behind the dish, Sam Kuhn giving the outfield after this next pitch. Squaring around for the bunt, pulls it back, called strike, pounded the zone on that one, 3-1.
One thing I'll tell you, Mike, once you get this high school league level, normally you don't see somebody trying to fake bunt on a 3-0. It's a lot of rec league and younger kids. Normally you don't see it at the varsity level.
We're going to miss high with that one, so a man aboard. They're a 1A team out of Aiken County. Been around, I think, Coach, since about 2021. I know they have a fantastic basketball team that made it to the Final Four this year.
I think they started before that, Mike, when they started with the elementary school first, and then they ended up changing
You're
their
right.
actual name.
Bryce Gunner, the shortstop, now up. Carnegie lead over at first. Skies that one up, foul towards the softball field, out of play. Runner on first for the Stallions. 0-1 count on Gunner. Gunner a 286 average on the season through the first 2 games. Carnegie, short lead over there at first. See if he tries to take off. He doesn't. Strike 2 in there. And, Coach, looking at Peyton in the offseason, what are some areas that he improved on? I know with the curveball, it's definitely improved on his drop, I've seen.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference with him this year is he had the opportunity to go down to Cressy Sports Performance down in Palm Beach, Florida, and spend a week down there. And that's just a completely different type baseball training facility down there where you surround yourself.
Got him going. Throws out, easy out there.
Where you surround yourself with all former Major League Baseball guys, and you're in there, not just doing baseball stuff, but the workout aspect of it, which
Right.
I think is critical, and the mobility piece and how they tailor everything towards an individual, and their belief is that velocity is a result of how well you work out in the weight room. And to me, that's been the biggest difference, is just getting physically stronger and more mobile, especially in his hips.
That was around Thanksgiving, wasn't it?
It was.
I remember how excited he was telling me about it. Looks in, little looping foul ball against the net.
Not that I would give them free advertisement, but if there's a better baseball training facility out there, I haven't seen it other than that one. There was 28 Major League guys in there on a Saturday, and so you kind of
incredible.
Feel like you're in the right place.
Lunges after that one. Ergel going to run out of room in foul territory. Still remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out after Carnegie got caught in a rundown over at second base. Trying to pick up their 14th stolen base of the year. Bearcats with the home whites tonight. Got a piece of that to stay alive. Outfield for the Bearcats, Braxton, so good to have him back. That was a huge get. Bennett playing out in center, and my son Jones in right field tonight. Murgo set, Wheels, deals. Down the third baseline, fielded smoothly by Parsons. Stretching forward, Ergel can't get it. Gets behind, and he's going to be safe on the play, but good job by Parsons to stop that. Just couldn't quite get the throw over there.
Yeah, he's going to, again, he's a ninth grader, and the stronger he gets and the more time he has over there, I mean, he hasn't been over on third a long time, Mike, and so been really impressed with how he continues to grow fundamentally, and nobody's going to outwork him, I can tell you that.
And really hit the ball well during that RBI tournament as well. Swipe and tag over at first, able to dive back his gunner.
In the White Knoll game, he was 2 for 2. I looked at his mom and dad. I said, well, welcome to the varsity. He's not going back down after this.
He's done with that. Ergo gets the ball back, ready to go. Scoreless here, top of the first inning. Home opener for the Bearcats. Going to miss high and inside with that one. Ball and no strikes with an out. What do they say about this weather, Coach? If you don't like it, wait till tomorrow.
In South Carolina, there's no question, especially this time of year, right?
Oh.
I mean, we went from wearing shorts on Sunday to literally freezing at the game on Monday night.
I might throat punch somebody when we go on the road and we get another cold spell. Because it can be all cold as it wants to here in the home press box.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
And just when we make those trips to Aiken and Midland Valley, please, Lord, let it warm up.
Pretty big lead at first, Mike. Let's see if they're going to be aggressive in the first inning.
Going to miss a low and away with that one. 2 balls and a strike with 1 out. Runner on first. And with the way the Bearcats perform in those early scrimmages, Coach, were you a little surprised by how the bats came on in those first 2 games in the tournament?
I know how much work they're putting in at practice from the hitting perspective.
What a beaut.
And so, I was more worried about whether, knowing that they're playing 5A schools and, they got 19 guys in the dugout and, whether that moment was going to, create a bunch of angst from a mental aspect.
Got him on a breaking pitch, and that was a beaut, pulling the string on that one, 2 outs.
But, we talk about it, confidence breeds confidence, right?
Right.
And hits normally come in groups when you get fired up. And, the belief system and the mental aspect and, it was like a merry-go-round. When one started going, they started going, and then you could see the energy amp up in the dugout and, the excitement about getting an opportunity to get to the plate. And there's so much mental aspect in this game, and it showed in that White Knoll game. It just kept continuing to build and build and build on itself.
And early on, this team looks like they could have some really good chemistry, and you can't underestimate that, Coach.
No, I think that's the most important thing in baseball is the camaraderie in the clubhouse, and it's much different this year than it was last year.
No balls and a strike. Runner aboard first. Looks in, rocks, fires, called strike.
Mike,
nice Abney at the plate.
You got to give Coach Klein a lot of credit for that too. He came in his first year, and he was feeling things out as well, and he got a whole year under his belt here at this school, and and then started the year off with some different things, and put individual responsibilities on kids that aren't just baseball, but from who's raking where, who's cleaning up what, who's taking care of the locker room, and sense of ownership and all that stuff. And that stuff continues to help build camaraderie too when you put accountability and responsibility there.
2 balls, 2 strikes, looking for strikeout number 2 of the inning. Kuhn able to snag that. Bryce Gunner standing over there at second base in scoring position here with 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Virgo looking for strikeout number 2 this half inning. Calling for a quick timeout, will step out. Couple of tough games coming up next week, getting us ready for region play. We'll have Dutch Fork here at home Tuesday night and then travel there Thursday, weather permitting. I know later in the week they're calling for some rain. Pumps, fires. Sends it out to right field, back pedaling. Jones grabs it for a long, noisy out to end the inning. And the Stallions will strand a runner as we head to the bottom of the first inning. It is scoreless here from the Brook. Back with more in a moment. Bearcat Baseball right here on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Hey, it's Everly.
And Victoria Pesci with So Everly Perfect Photography, your local photographer specializing in newborn, maternity, and lifestyle photography. I offer both outdoor or private in-studio sessions. Needing a dress for your maternity session? No worries. I have you covered with different styles to choose from. Visit So Everly Perfect Photography on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest mini sessions and giveaways. These years go by fast. Let's capture them before they slip away.
Message my mommy.
Leaky faucet? Backed up drain? Big job or small, Dunlap Plumbing handles it all. We specialize in residential and commercial plumbing with fast, reliable service you can count on. No gimmicks, no guessing, just honest work done right the first time. Call or text 803-600-1600 today. That's 803-600-1600. Dunlap Plumbing, where quality flows.
In today's digital world, technology drives everything. And when your systems fail, your business suffers. That's why smart companies turn to Seagrin Secure. We specialize in secure networks, advanced threat protection, data recovery, and real-time monitoring, all built on a security-first philosophy. Whether you're a healthcare clinic, financial office, law firm, or a growing small business, Seagrin Secure delivers custom IT solutions that keep you safe, compliant, and connected. And with 24/7 monitoring and transparent reporting, you'll know your business is protected before problems ever happen. Take control of your technology today. Call 803-238-5724 or visit seagrinsecure.com to learn more. That's 803-238-5724. Seagrin Secure, bridging the gap between technology and you.
And welcome back to the Brook. Mike Higgins, the coach, Joe Murgo here with you, bottom of the first inning. And it is scoreless. And I'll tell you what, Coach, our region this year, again, I'm not sure if there's another region that's better in 4A baseball.
Not top to bottom, Mike. I completely agree with you. And, and not just that, but you've got some extremely high-quality coaches in this conference that's been coaching for a long time, and really fundamental folks who are going to get the absolute best out of the players that they have, and they're going to play to those strengths. And this conference, the coaches love to play small ball, and they love to put pressure on your defense, and they really want to try to force mistakes on the defense. And, I still think bunting is a huge aspect of the game of baseball. I don't think I'll ever stop being an old school guy. And I still believe that being able to put the pressure on the defense and put runners in motion helps perpetuate some mistakes.
I think two of the best coaches doing it right now also, you got to look at Coach Burnett at Gilbert and Coach Bradwell at Airport too.
No question. I mean, Coach Burnett's been coaching almost as long as I've been alive almost, and, he's got several state championship rings, and then Coach Bradwell returns almost his entire starting lineup from the team that won the state championship last year. So
preseason number 1, Bennett Plain leading things off. As I like to say, water covers 3/4 of the earth. Bennett Plain the rest, out in center field for a leadoff hit. First pitch for a single. And Bennett Plain with some speed to burn as well on the bases.
Talking about putting pressure on defenses, that would be a definition of Bennett Plain for sure.
And, Coach, I really love the top of this order.
Yeah, I mean, the top of the order's got to produce. I mean, those are the guys who've had a lot of game experience and a lot of innings, and they need to do their job and come through in big situations.
Murgo awaits the pitch. Wills Dill's going to miss outside on the bump for them tonight, Aiden Clark. Young team here for Horse Creek Academy. Abney behind the dish. Set up, flashes the side. Clark pumps, fires. Down goes Plain, sells that to center field. Plain will get a stolen base and be in scoring position.
Really good jump. Really, really, really good jump. Good read on the pitcher.
Margot batting .556 early on. Got a big double. Got 2 stolen bases as well.
Yeah, we have to go back and check tape on the stolen bases, Mike.
Dads are the toughest critics, aren't they?
I just speak the truth, Mike.
You do.
Speak the truth.
Playing short lead over there at second. Clark looks back to the plate. And going to smack that one foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bearcats looking for a big first inning here. Bends at the waist. Rocks, fires, and going to miss up high with that one. Good eye, 3-2.
Shout out to our district, Mike. I mean, these lights that we put in here from what we had here before make such a tremendous difference.
It really does, Coach. Because we've been to some ballparks, and it's just so dim. Oh, inside corner.
It hit him. It hit
sure
him.
Did. Wow. It's a big miss right there. Got to bring up Medeiros for the Bearcats. Medeiros, that big home run during the tournament. He crushed that one. 5 RBIs on the year. He scored 3 runs. Batting .667.
He's got to make sure he calls that one.
Yeah. That's really 2 batters he's hit in a row, but they'll give us one of them. Got to bring up our first baseman, Hayden Ergel. And, Coach, talk about this young man's improvement.
You know, Hayden spends a lot of time in the off season working with some private instructors and working on his body movements and his arm motion. And, you know, Hayden is a very, very strong young man. And I've watched a lot of BP with him. And when he keeps his front shoulder in and his head on it, he can hit it out of this park.
Ergel batting from the left side, facing Clark, a righty. Misses Hyde inside with that one. First and second here for the Bearcats. Just 1 out.
He's a tremendous young man too. He pulls really, really hard for his teammates. And one of the things that stood out to me was he made an error in one of the scrimmage games. I'll let you talk that through.
Gets down. Round in third, Bennett Plain. Round second for the third for the Bearcats is Medeiros, and the Bearcats take an early 2-0 lead after a Hayden Ergel double. Coach driving in 2 runs. You just talked about him.
Yeah, he made an error at first, and he was the first one to run to our pitcher and say, "Hey, that's on me. I'll work hard to get it back." And just that overall acknowledgement and. You know, in our generation today, to see a young man step up immediately and put his arms around the pitcher and say, "Hey, you did your job. It's my fault. I get it." I just think that speaks volumes for the character of that young man.
100% having that accountability. Clark giving up 2 runs, swing and a miss. Christian Braxton, glad to have him back. Starting left fielder tonight. I remember seeing that young man as an 8th grader take the mound at Gilbert. Clark checks the runner at second. To the plate. Excellent job by Abney to stab that ball. Runner on second base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 2-0 Bearcats with an early lead. Set the infield for you in a moment. Fouls that one straight back. Carnegie over at third. You've got Gunner at shortstop for them, Murray at second, Decker at first behind the plate, Abney, English in right, Bloom in center, Sanders out in left field. Horse Creek comes in with a 1-1 record. Lost to Provident Athletic Club, and they got a big win the other night over Wagner Sally. Complete game pitching performance by their pitcher. Going to get another strikeout, his second of the inning. Now we'll get to see my son Jones.
I'll tell you, Mike, I was really impressed with my son the other night when he was on the bump. And he was really filling up the zone and throwing strikes. And he's somebody who kind of stood out to me as somebody who can be that midweek guy or come out of the bullpen and really help this team on the mound this year. I was really, really impressed, especially with his composure.
Called strike on that one. And with 3 region games every week, it's going to be important to have that extra guy who can fill some innings for you. And you think my son could be that guy, Coach?
I do. I mean, he really filled up the strike zone. And like I tell all the pitchers in high school, it's not about how hard you throw. It's whether we're filling up the plate. And if they hit it, they hit it. But it's better than walks.
Got a piece of that one, fouled away. Clark with 2 strikeouts this inning. Trying to get out of it without giving up any more runs. 2-0 Bearcats with the early lead. Hayden Ergel on second after that double. Jones number 6 in the order. Awaits the 0-2 pitch. Good eye there. Misses a little bit high on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mike Higgins along with Coach Joe Murgo. Glad you could join us here on the Palmetto State Sports Network. If you're watching tonight, be sure to click that like button. And also, if you're not already following us, and subscribe to the channel. Swing and a miss on that. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Clark, and that'll end it. We'll head to the top of the second inning. It is 2-0 Bearcats with the lead. Back with more in a moment. Bearcat Baseball on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa. We're the gentle pet pampering specialists, and we're certified dog groomers. We're open Monday through Saturday by appointment. You can call or text us at 803-543-8752. That's 803-543-8752. We're located at 1408 Charleston Highway in West Columbia. We are in the lower level of the Tropic Air Santa's Closet building. You can also follow us on Facebook. Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa, the gentle pet pampering specialist.
Hey, it's Kurt Peachy. I'm a BC grad and owner of Creekside Restaurant, located in Old Mill in Lexington. While some things change, we at Creekside don't. We still offer great food, wonderful service, all at a reasonable price. Serving breakfast all day and a full lunch menu. Open 6 a.m. to 2:30, Monday through Friday. Remember, breakfast, lunch, or brunch, the choice is yours. And check out our new website, creeksidelexingtonsc.com.
Tonight's game is presented by Lorix Auto Repair at 4804 Augusta Road in Lexington. To find out more, visit lorixauto.com.
Rumors spreading round United Texas town about the shack outside the game.
And welcome back to the board. Mike Higgins, Coach Joe Murgo with you. Glad you could join us here tonight. Beautiful evening and looking good on the scoreboard right now as the Bearcats lead 2-0. And a couple of venues I'm really looking forward to heading to this year. One of them, Coach, is North Augusta. Got a brand new ball field. Got to look at it just a little bit during basketball season, and much improved for them having to play at that rec park for several years.
One is the facility is absolutely phenomenal. 2, it is back on their campus, which makes a huge difference for those guys. And then 3, they've got a really good coach, and they return a ton of talent, and they're extremely deep on the pitcher's mound. They are going to be an extremely good baseball team this year.
Cannon Bloom at the plate. Great baseball name. Murgo working fast, fouled away. No balls at a strike. Leadoff man as they'll bring up 5, 6, and 7 this inning. Bryson Risch on deck. Not a whole lot of wind tonight. Getting in his groove now. 2 quick strikes. Or go with 1 strikeout last inning. Pumps, fires, got a piece of it to stay alive. No runs, 1 hit for Horse Creek Academy. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Bearcats. Oh, pretty looking pitch. 2nd strikeout of the evening. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Bryson Risch. And Coach Newberry started up. How's things going with Parker?
They've started off really well. They've won all the conference series. They're up in Hartsville today against Coker, and but they haven't played Wingate yet. Catawba is ranked number 5 in the country in Division II, is in their conference. Lenore Ryan is ranked number 8 in the country, is in their conference.
Wow.
And then they play North Greenville non-conference, and they're ranked number 2 in the country in Division II. And so they still have some gauntlets coming up, but it's been a good start for them so far.
I know he put a lot of work into the offseason like he does every year. Got to spend some more time with the Blowfish this year.
He's excited about that, and the new turf field there too.
Swing and a miss. I think that was a good move too.
It's tremendous, and it's really going to help that facility. They bring a lot of teams from up north down here in the winter months to be able to play, and it'll play for some of the conference tournaments. It's a beautiful ballpark there.
Called strike, and tell you what, an easy inning just about here. Got 1 more to go. 2 outs, 2 quick strikeouts. That's 3 for the game. And I tell you, I don't know if it's a popular opinion or not, but I prefer going to the Blowfish game and their atmosphere better than I do the Fireflies. Although, I mean, it's a nice new stadium and all that good stuff. But
I love the fact that it's a really quaint stadium, but more importantly, they fill that roster up with tons of local
kids.
high school kids, and so everybody wants to see the kids who've gone away from high school into college and come back, and they get to see their friends, and the locals know everybody, and it just creates an incredible environment.
This is outside with that one. 2 balls, no strikes after 2 quick strikeouts.
Bill Shanahan has just done a tremendous job, not just with the Blowfish baseball, but all the other community events that they bring on and the amount of money that they fundraise for organizations. He's the epitome of a community guy, and that's really important in Lexington County.
Top-notch guy. First time I remember him coming to the areas with the Columbia Mets at the time when he bought them, right?
It was.
Oh, what a beaut, but just going to miss with that one.
I remember being a little boy going down there to the Mets games. I got to watch Dave Magadan playing with them for a while, and so many memories watching the Columbia Mets play.
Same. The only problem I had, obviously being a Braves fan, it was hard to root for a Mets farm team. It's like, oh.
Little trivia for you: his son is Mark Reynolds, that was an All-American at University of Virginia and played 9 or 10 years in the big leagues.
Oh wow, did not know that. Good comeback. 3-2 count is work full. And he'll strike out the side. What an inning by Peyton Murgo. And the Bearcats will head to the bottom of the 2nd with a 2-0 lead. Back with more in a moment. Bearcat Baseball on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Need to make a bold impression? Sun Solutions at 345 Dreer Road in West Columbia is your one-stop shop for all things printing, branding, and marketing. From eye-catching banners and vehicle wraps to professional printing, direct mail, branded merch, and full-scale marketing, we do it all under one roof. Big ideas deserve big execution. Visit sunsolutionsUSA.com or stop by today and let's bring your brand to life. Print, promote, deliver. Sun Solutions.
Don't throw your money down the drain. Call Perfecto Plumbing, your local pros with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. Serving Cayce, Columbia, and the entire Midlands with affordable, high-quality plumbing you can trust. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. From water heater installs to drain cleanings, Perfecto Plumbing handles it all without breaking the bank. We believe in building trust, delivering excellence, and giving back to the community we love. Visit perfectoplumber.com to request your free estimate. That's perfectoplumber.com or call 803-404-9984 today.
Tonight's game is presented by Lorix Auto Repair at 4804 Augusta Road in Lexington. To find out more, visit lorixauto.com.
Welcome back to the Brook, 7, 8, and 9. Do it up for the Bearcats. Good-looking breaking ball by Clark for a called strike. He had 3 strikeouts in the first inning as well. Sam Kuhn behind the dish. And, Coach, I thought he did a remarkable job at first base last year. Gets into that one, a deep shot to left field. Backing up and going to get over the head of the left fielder. He'll jog into second base, and Sanders out and left. That just got behind him.
A little tough up there and up in the sky, and it just kept drifting and drifting back. And really good swing by Sam. You know, Sam is a young man who is another one that every single year he's been in the program, he continues to develop, continues to get better, and continues to get better. And, you know, he's a big anchor on this team behind the plate.
Yes, sir. Got to bring up Braylon Bernhagen for the Bearcats. Braylon, such a good story, Coach. He's hung in there and finally get to start his senior year, and that kid has just persevered.
He has. He's, you know, he's playing second for us. He's playing short for us, depending on who's pitching. He's been asked to fill some big shoes.
Pitch misses outside. Runner on second. Bearcats with 2 doubles tonight, 2 runs.
Xavier Moody into the game to pinch run for our catcher.
Looks in, wheels, deals, outside, skips, and Moody will easily take third base. 90 feet away from home with a 2-0 lead, nobody out. Bernhagen looking for his first hit of the season. Scored a run. Moody's sitting over there on third base for the Bearcats. Looks in. Got him on the outside corner. Two balls and a strike. Clark will check the runner. Delivers. Swing and a miss. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Clark looks down, likes what he sees. From the stretch, wheels, deals. Got up underneath that, fouls it away. Runner on third for the Bearcats. Plated 2 runs back in the first inning, bottom of the second inning. And slices that foul up toward the softball field to the right side.
As we talked about, Mike, I mean, this is going to be at least, here's going to be the 7th pitch. He, you know, continues to battle and foul off pitches. And, you know, I remember Coach Tanner talking about when guys got to college, they had to redefine the definition of a successful AB. And you get into 7, 8 pitch counts. That's a pretty good at bat.
This is outside with that one. Counts run full, 3-2. That was his 28th pitch of the game. Still nobody out. Moody over on third, 3-2 count. Got another piece of it and going to get out of play over by the first base dugout. Good at bat by Bernhagen, Coach.
Absolutely. Young man's going to throw his 9th pitch to him, and you know I'm a big believer. The more the batter gets to see more pitches, the more chance he has his success rate goes up.
I know you're a big metrics guy and looking at some stats. People just don't normally look at it. Anything pop out tonight for you so far early in this game?
Not too much here. I noticed that the young man that's pitching for Horse Creek started finding a lot of success with his off-speed pitch, and it'll be interesting to see if he throws it here, and he did.
Yep, going to miss upstairs, and good patience by Bernhagen to draw the walk. And that'll bring up the freshman, Jennings Parson. Parsons a third baseman. So I'll make a good stop at third base back in that first inning.
Really like the fact that BC has been very aggressive on the first fastball that they see. I've never been a big believer in taking the first pitch and all that, because sometimes that might be the best one you get, that at bat, and not taking the bat out of a young man's hands. And how do we attack the fastball in the zone? And I think BC's been doing a really good job of trying to attack the fastball.
Parsons batting .400 on the season. Had 2 big hits during the tournament. Scored 3 runs. First and third for the Bearcats. Heading over to second base, going to get a stolen base. Bernhagen's on second now. We got runners on second and third. Still nobody out. After Parsons back to the top of the lineup. Off speed, again, like you said, having so much success with that pitch, Coach.
Yeah, it's clearly the pitch that he feels most comfortable with throwing.
No balls, 2 strikes. Looking for strikeout number 4 in this young game. Brings it, and Parsons staying alive. And I thought last time with Bernhagen at bat, what did he have? 10 pitches he faced?
10 pitches, you're right.
No balls, 2 strikes. Parsons trying to stay alive right here, second and third. Hooks that one foul. Did it escape somebody's car? I'm not sure.
That's in the yard over there, Mike. He cleared the road on that one.
Woo! Sigh of relief from the crowd. 0-2 count. Abney setting up behind the plate, give him a good target. Flashes the side. Wheels, deals off speed, got him to chase that one for a strikeout and a big first out for him. But that'll bring up the top of the lineup with Bennett Plain. He had a single his first at bat and then stole the base. Playing one of those, again, high character kids as well.
Yeah, 2-sport athlete. You know, I say pound for pound, he's probably the toughest kid on the football team.
Yeah. Yes, sir, I wouldn't argue that at all. Hits that up high. Coming over Sanders, and the shortstop gets behind him. And the Bearcats are going to plate 2 runs here as Moody crosses home. Bernhagen rounds third. And setting up to third base is Bennett Plain. And Coach, what do you think that'll be ruled?
I think that's an error.
4-0 Bearcats with the early lead here.
What I really liked is out of the box, Bennett was sprinting and not looking at the ball to see what happens. And you know, he ended up on third, and he has no idea what happened. He was just absolutely head down and running. Love to see guys who hit the ball in the air that come out of that box hot and try to get as far as they can. So it's one of those little baseball IQ things that doesn't show up in the scorebook, but it makes a difference.
Peyton Murgo now sends it out to right. A shot. Back up deep, up against the wall. He'll get an RBI and a double right here. Nope. Right fielder going to misplay it, and he doesn't hesitate. Rounds toward third base, and he'll get in there safe. So we'll give him a double, I think, Coach, and then reaching third base on an error.
I would agree.
And that has been one of the problems of these first 2 games when you look at Horse Creek Academy. 13 errors throughout the first 2 games. Again, a sign of a very young team, Coach.
It is, and you know, Coach Huggins, who's sitting up here next to me and coached the outfield in the 7 years I was here, you know, I know he's sitting over there watching, and the first step of an outfielder is so important in how you open your hips up to the side of the baseball and get back deep and take good angles. And on both of those balls, those are examples of not getting the drop step and getting the V-cut to cut the angle and get back to the baseball.
I saw Medeiros' home run. I saw a highlight clip of it, and that's one of those, as soon as I heard the sound the bat made, I had no doubt.
It was an absolute no-doubter. I mean, he absolutely crushed that baseball. It was up in the trees up over left field, and he didn't miss. That was definitely one in the screws, and I agree with you. As soon as he hit it, everybody knew it was gone.
And I love that RBI tournament in Red Bank. They've done a good job of that over the years.
They really do a good job, and folks don't realize how much work and effort it is on the coaching staff and the school that puts it on and the parents that volunteer over there. It was an extremely well-done tournament.
Called strike on the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. I think the favorite tournament I've covered since I've been here was the one when you were coaching out in Blythewood.
Yeah, the SCDI tournament.
Yes. That was a lot of fun. I remember getting that big win over Lexington the first day.
If you think about it, we beat Lexington.
Sends it out deep to left field.
Mike.
Drifting over, trying to make a diving catch. Going to get past him. Hops toward the fence, rounding second. Scores another run. Heading to third, slides in head first. He's safe. And the Bearcats will get on the board again.
That Berkeley game was something else, you know, to come back in there and you know, that was a little chippy game, and we got down by a couple runs and came back in and scored 4 and went back up by 1, and there was a lot of big defensive plays in that game and big hits, and kind of started off for a pretty special season on how hard those guys worked over there and facing those 5A talents. And remember, that's the year that Berkeley won the state championship.
That's right. And if I remember right, they didn't get to play. There wasn't a championship game Sunday. Was it a weather issue?
No, there was a championship game. There was 3 teams that were undefeated, and they went to runs allowed or runs scored or something like that. And so we weren't in the championship game. It ended up being Chapin, and I don't remember who Chapin played. Chapin and Blythewood.
Yep, that's right.
Chapin and Blythewood.
Well, they got a new pitch from the game. We'll tell you about him in just a moment. We'll take a quick timeout. Back with more in a minute. Bearcat Baseball on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
If you're looking for an auto repair shop that you can trust, you found us. Here at Lorix Auto Repair, we know how important it is to find a car service you can rely on, so your satisfaction is our top priority each and every day. You will feel the difference that exceptional customer care makes when you work with Lorix Auto Repair. We know our team sets us apart, saving you time and money, not to mention worry. Be sure to stop in and see us weekdays from 8 to 5:30 at 4804 Augusta Road in Lexington, or visit us online at lorixauto.com.
Hey, Mom, can we go on a Disney trip?
Are you ever due for a vacation? Whether it be a yearly family trip, romantic getaway, or a solo escape, Two Peaches Travel can help you plan your perfect vacation. While my services are completely free, having an agent allows you to save time and money, stress-free planning, low deposits, and no interest payment plans. Isn't it about time for another vacation? Reach out to Two Peaches Travel on Facebook to start planning your next trip.
Tonight's game is presented by Lorix Auto Repair at 4804 Augusta Road in Lexington. To find out more, visit lorixauto.com.
And welcome back to the book. Brand new pitcher in for Horse Creek Academy, and that'll be the junior right-hander, number 9, Bryce Gunner, trying to stop the bleeding here. And that'll bring up Hayden Ergel, roped a double with 2 RBIs back in the first inning. Another RBI opportunity here for the young man. And Medeiros Wrapped a triple with 2 RBIs to be on third base right now. Fastball going to miss outside. Abney behind the dish. Check swing, fouls it away. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. That last hit by the Bearcats, Sanders' great dive and effort, but once that ball hit behind him, that was going to be a triple. Skips that one in the dirt.
You got to admire them. Most teams that are charter school 1A are, not going to play a.
No. That's a good point, Coach.
I think it.
You hear it okay?
I can't hear you.
Okay. Might be I think I probably adjusted something on here probably.
You're good now.
Is it good? Yep, that's what I did. I pressed the cord against it. 3 balls and a strike. Looks in. Wheels, deals. Called strike. 3-2. Gunner came over from shortstop. Going to miss wide with that one. First and third here for the Bearcats. Still just 1 out. Braxton struck out back in the first inning.
Christian's another one who's gotten physically stronger from last year too, Mike, and his bat speed has picked up and getting more comfortable with himself in the box.
Now, before his family moved, I remember he pitched for us as well. Will we see that, a little bit of that this year as well, Coach?
I think you'll definitely will see that this year.
Going to get a steal. Second and third now here for the Bearcats.
They'd probably call that a defensive indifference.
Indifference, yeah. Braxton with a golden opportunity for some ribbies right here. Right-hander awaits the pitch. Brings that fastball in there. Got some pretty good velocity, Coach.
Yeah, he's bringing it up there pretty good. Totally different style pitcher than the young man before.
Set at the waist. Misses low with that one. Good job by Abney keeping that one right in front of him. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Second and third for the Bearcats. Leading this one 6-0 here in the bottom of the second. Seems like we've had an out for about an hour. Pounds his zone with that one, 3-1, but 3-0 you take all day, Coach.
Yeah, in this situation, and Christian being a young man coming up here and a new pitcher coming in, make him give you something you can hit. That was a pitcher's pitch, too, so that was a really good take on his part.
3-1, Braxton awaits. Good eye there. Bases are loaded. Trying to take home. Pitcher not able to cover, and a run scores for the Bearcats. That'll make it 7-0 as Madero scores from third base. And the Bearcats first and third. My son Jones, one of those kids that plays 3 sports. Tight end on the football team, also linebacker. Broke his leg during the season. That was a big loss for our football program. He was really working hard to get back for the playoffs, but just quite didn't make it. Tough to lose your senior year like that, Coach.
Yeah, you don't wish injuries on anybody,
Catcher indifferent. Second and third now for the Bearcats.
I know there might be some people out there that do, but when you have children and you don't want to see it happen to yours, and you definitely don't want to see it happen to somebody else. They only get to play this game for so long,
Jones with some punch in his bat as well. Ball gets behind the catcher. Heading toward home, Ergel, he'll score easily, and taking third base is Braxton. 8-0 Bearcats. An 8 kind of looks like my score on a par 5, Coach.
Mike, some people would be happy to be 3 over on a par 5.
Well, sometimes it could be a par 3, Coach.
Yeah, that's not as good, Mike.
Remember somebody asked me one time what I shot. I said, I shot an 81. They said, that's not bad. I said, that was the first 9.
You play some of that Army golf? Left, right, left, right?
Yes, sir. Looks in. Going to miss low again with that one. Legendary Lou Holtz passed away this week.
You know, I got to spend – I probably have met Coach Holtz probably 20 times, and we got our hair cut at the same place. And he would normally get his hair cut after mine. I'll tell you a funny story. And so Coach Holtz was very ADHD, and he would always get his hair cut with one foot on the floor. And he told his barber, he said, you have 18 minutes to cut, wash, and style my hair. And if you ever go over 18 minutes, I'm finding another barber. And,
wow.
He would drive his burgundy Ford Tempo in and drinking his tab and smoking a pipe. And I don't know if there's anybody out there, maybe Dick Vitale, that has the one-liners and the quick quips that he has. And, you know, we credit Coach Holtz with the amount of the litter initiative in the state of South Carolina when he had a press conference. He said South Carolinians must have the cleanest cars because the roads have litter all over them, and immediately the governor starts a litter task force, and the rest is history. And
that is power. One of my favorite quotes he said in his opening press conference, he said, well, people tell me, Coach, Rome wasn't built in a day, and he said, that's because I wasn't the foreman. Really, I think to pave the way for Coach Spurrier coming here, you don't have that success that we had under Coach Holtz. Probably don't get a Steve Spurrier.
I think there's no question that Coach Holtz had a lot, if not the majority, to do with Steve Spurrier coming in here and coaching our ball club for sure. Yeah, that's another example when Coach Holtz comes in his first year and we, 0-10 or whatever, and then turn it around and win back-to-back Outback Bowl games. And how about the fact that he recruited Ryan Brewer from the state of Ohio, where Ohio State didn't want him, and he ends up being the player of the game.
Cost John Cooper his job at Ohio State.
Yes, sir.
Some good memories. Coach Holt's long career. Coached at Arkansas, NC State, William and Mary, Minnesota before he went to Notre Dame, and, of course, South Carolina. I'm trying to think if I've missed anybody.
And he had a short stint in the NFL.
Yes, with the Jets, right?
Yep.
Was it a season?
I don't think he made it the season.
Some things don't change with the Jets, Coach. Jones stepping back up there after the pitch and change. They'll bring in Bryson Rich, another right-hander, their third pitcher of the game. Dribbler over to first base, mishandled, sticks with it, gets the tag, but scores the run.
Tell you, Mike, that is a great piece of hitting right there. You got a runner on third, less than 2 outs, put the ball in play, hit it backside, and score the run, and that's his job right there. And so back to that, I know he doesn't like the fact that he got out, but he did his job, and that was a quality at-bat right there. That I would tell you is successful at-bat.
That'll bring up Braden Bernhagen. Walked his last time at bat. Swing and a miss. Nobody aboard for the first time in a long time this inning.
We've batted around this inning, Mike.
Just misses with that pitch. Fouls that one back. Good game last night between Dutch Fork and Airport. Airport able to survive 5-3 in that tournament they have at Strom Thurmond every year. Is that the Peach Belt Classic?
I think that is the name of that. I saw Dutch Fork had about 5 or 6 errors, and I guarantee you if you go back and watch that game, Coach Bradwell was putting pressure on the defense.
I think the thing that was so shocking about last year, I think everybody, me included, hot shot, gets by the shortstop, and Kuhn heads to first base, was you really thought the team they had the year before was their better team that had a shot at the state championship, and last year's team you felt kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, they were a team that continued to get better, and they got, how many times you hear get hot at the right time,
yeah.
and they really did, and they had some really good arms, and, again, they got big hits in big situations, and Coach Bradwell's a really good coach, and he coaches fundamentals, and he's always going to have those kids believing in themselves, and it's baseball. Every team you play, you got an opportunity to get beat.
Pitcher fields it, tosses over to first to end the inning. Bearcats, though, plate 9 runs for the game so far and add 7 in that second inning as we head to the top of the third inning. 9-0, Bearcats with the lead. Back with more in a moment. Bearcat Baseball on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
If you want personalized service from an attorney who cares about you, call the law offices of Beth Brenham. When you're facing some of life's toughest challenges, you want an attorney that will be by your side. Combining compassion and experience, we offer comprehensive services for your legal needs. Call Beth Brenham Law today at 803-227-3552 or visit her website at bethbrenhamlaw.com. That's bethbrenhamlaw.com. Get on the path to results today. Beth Brenham Law.
Burkett, Burkett & Burkett CPAs is proud to honor the memory of Horace Burkett, captain of the BC football team in 1947, and his homecoming queen, Catherine Burkett. We are grateful to our dad and mom for their many years of devotion and service to the Cayce, West Columbia communities, and we try every day to walk in their footsteps. If we can help you or your family with any accounting or financial needs, we will be happy to assist you. Visit our website at burkettcpas.com.
Tonight's game is presented by Lorix Auto Repair at 4804 Augusta Road in Lexington. To find out more, visit lorixauto.com.
And welcome back to the Brook. Mike Higgins and the coach Joe Murgo with you. Glad you could join us tonight. Bearcats 9-0 as we're here in the top of the third inning. Glad you could join us. Bearcats looking for a 1-2-3 quick inning by Peyton Murgo, and Coach Peyton's really settled into a groove, especially that last inning. 3 strikeouts to get rid of the side.
Yeah, last inning was a good clean inning for him, and so now we just got to continue to duplicate that.
Couple of final warm-up tosses. 8, 9, and 1 due up this inning. Bearcats with 2 to start the game, took the 2-0 lead, then added 7 last inning. Bearcats with 5 hits, 2 errors committed by Horse Creek Academy. They're led by the head coach, Mike Stewart. Winners over Providence Athletic Club 9-3, and or lost to them 9-3, and then beat Wagner Sally 11-5. That was a home game. Decker leadoff man, batting from the right side of the plate. Pumps, fires. Pops that mid outside, going to miss just a little bit on that one.
Hard to believe we've been playing an hour, Mike, and this is this young man's first at-bat.
That's crazy. Gets up under that and skies it foul over toward the softball field. One ball, one strike. Decker, the leadoff man. Off speed, and that was nasty. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Buckles the knees on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brings it high, heat on that one, going to miss. Evens it up 2-2. Got him to swing at that one, and 4 straight strikeouts by Peyton. 3 last inning, and leads off this inning with a strikeout. Got to bring up Connor English, the right fielder. After you have a big 7-run inning, Coach, last thing you want to do is keep that defense out. You want to get those bats back out there hitting.
No question. No question.
Pounds his own with that one. Right down Main Street. No balls and a strike. Top of the 3rd inning. Stallions at the plate. Going to miss high with that one. And, of course, I know they do a lot of horse training out in Aiken County. So you've got South Aiken, who's the Thoroughbreds, Midland Valley Mustangs, Horse Creek Academy Stallions, and USC Pacers, too. USC Aiken Pacers. Catches that outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kuhn flashes the fingers. Murgo brings it in. Gonna miss with that one. Runs it to 2-2. Outfield playing in on him. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout, and he'll set down 5 in a row now. Back to the top of the lineup. Connor Kanegi, he walked his first at bat and then got caught stealing. Coach, I don't think me and you've got to talk about it, but how about the South Carolina High School League's opinion, and BC won the appeal and ends up in 3A next year?
Yeah, I think it's really important. I just don't think you can paint with a broad brush, and sometimes when you just get numbers, you don't understand the totality of the circumstances, but that's why they have the appeal process there, so you can go tell your story. And I think it was really important for this school based on what we see. And I mean, you can look at the baseball program in itself, and you have different sports have different numbers of kids that come out, and our numbers athletically are not related to what our student population is, for sure.
And the numbers just didn't. You bring Airport down, it's a 13-student difference. You separate those two teams, and our fear was we were going to be left in this Augusta region, which ended up happening to Irmo. So if we would have stayed, we probably would have.
Well, and it's a factor for parents and how late kids are getting home.
Absolutely.
And the distance you have to travel and the cost to the school, and I mean, there's a lot of factors you got to consider.
One of our young ladies at BC plays soccer. They got home the other night at around midnight, traveling back from Aiken. Draws a walk. His second of the game. That'll bring up Bryce Gunner. He walked back in the 1st inning. Stallions trailing 9-0. Top of the 3rd.
Bryce was the one that hit it down the 3rd baseline.
That's right. Healthy cut on that one, but can't catch up with it. Runner heads towards second. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Check swing does not go with it.
He did go.
He did. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks in. Misses a tad low with that one. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looking for strikeout number 7 on the day. Swing and a miss on that one. And it'll set them down. They'll strand a runner at second base. We'll head to the bottom of the third. 9-0 Bearcats lead. Back with more in a minute. Bearcat Baseball on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa. We're the gentle pet pampering specialists, and we're certified dog groomers. We're open Monday through Saturday by appointment. You can call or text us at 803-543-8752. That's 803-543-8752. We're located at 1408 Charleston Highway in West Columbia. We are in the lower level of the Tropic Air Santa's Closet building. You can also follow us on Facebook. Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa, the gentle pet pampering specialist.
Krantz Cooling and Heating was established in 1983 and is known for providing top-notch heating, cooling, and air conditioning services to the residents of Central South Carolina. We work on all makes and models of heating and air conditioning equipment. We do new installations, seasonal maintenance, routine repairs, indoor air quality enhancements, and ductwork. Our team operates with integrity, transparency, and a commitment to 100% customer satisfaction. To find out more or to schedule an appointment, visit us at KrantzCooling.com. Krantz with a K and Cooling with a K.
Tonight's game is presented by Lorix Auto Repair at 4804 Augusta Road in Lexington. To find out more, visit lorixauto.com.
That is how you start an inning. Parsons with a base hit, hard hit ball out in left field.
Love to see that aggressiveness out of a young man. First pitch fastball, didn't miss it.
Playing been on base twice tonight. Singled his first at bat. Skips that one in the dirt.
Good block right there by that young man.
They've kept Abney busy behind the plate tonight. 9-0, bottom of the third inning, Bearcats. Scored 2 in the first, 7 in the second. Skips that again, gets away from the catcher and heading over to second. Parsons slides in for effect. Two balls, no strikes.
Mike, have you ever been part of a game like we had against White Knoll where the game gets delayed because of fog and you can't see the players on the field?
No, I haven't. I'm trying to think of anything even similar to that. No. That had to be wild.
You couldn't even see the shortstop from home plate.
Swing and a miss. I'm trying to remember back when I was in high school. I remember the Bears playing in the playoff game, the Fog Bowl. Who were they playing? The Eagles.
The Eagles.
That was a wild game to watch.
On TV, it looks like the TV was on snow, right? I mean, you could see anything.
Young people have no idea what we're talking about. They're spoiled in the digital age. Gets a piece of that one. Straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really good crowd here tonight, Mike.
Really is. The weather, tell you what, has been remarkable. It'll be warm next week as well, which is nice to see. Skips that one as well. Bryson Rich on the bump for them right now. Set of the chest, full counts. Rips that one down the third base side and foul. Now ready to go. Playing steps back in. Misses outside with that one. Draws the walk. Been on base all 3 times tonight. Big opportunity here for Peyton Murgo. Double last time. Hard hit ball. RBI. Bearcats racking up the extra base hits this season. BC finishing 6-18 last year, ending the game on an 11-game losing streak. Lost 2 tough ones in games in the playoffs to May River. Had a real chance in that one, then lost a white knuckle affair against Gray in that second game. First and second. Still nobody out. Hard hit ball out in center field. Parsons around in third. Nope, going to stay where he's at. And bases loaded now here for the Bearcats. And if you're a pitcher, that's the last guy you want to face, Coach.
Yeah, this is a tough 2 guys back to back.
I tell you, I just love the way this top of the lineup is built. Medeiros with a triple, 2 RBIs back in the second inning. And really depended on Medeiros and Murgo for a lot of leadership this year. Misses low with that one. Get a brand new baseball. Two balls, no strikes. Bases are loaded here for the Bearcats. 9-0. Coach, correct me if I'm wrong. Does 15 after 3 win a game?
That's it. 15 after 3 and 10 after 5.
I remember the days of OW and LR with those numbers. Kind of sticks in your mind after that. And I want to get your thoughts on the new region next year. We'll have obviously Airport and Gilbert, who we're familiar with, Swansea, who's been in our region before, and then LR, who's also been in the region. But Camden, kind of a wild card for us. It's been a long time since they've been in our region.
Yeah, I think, Swansea is continuing to get better. They had a really good year last year. Follow them close this year. Camden historically has always produced athletes.
Yeah.
I don't care what sport it is. I mean, there's always good athletes. A friend of mine that was at South Carolina with me that also played second base, Stacy Stokes, came out of there. And then, of course, Bobby Ingram from the football program. I mean, they've got some big names that have come out of that school. And I think it's going to be exciting to get the opportunity to play them next year.
Medeiros got a piece of it, fouls it straight back. Count has gone full 3-2, and I've always wanted to do a game at Zemp Stadium. The one time we played there was the year I got my kidney transplant, and Kurt had to work that game by himself. And I told him I was jealous.
It was a pretty spirited football game. We went down there in the playoffs. Of course, our AD knows a little bit about that, right?
Yes, sir. He'll draw the walk and scores a run. Bases will stay loaded, makes it a 10-0 ball game. Braxton with a strikeout and a walk his first 2 at-bats.
What I really like about the region, Mike, is not just, tunnel vision it with one sport. I think when you look across the entire spectrum of all athletics, it's going to be a very competitive region for all of our athletic teams.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, check that Hayden Ergel at the plate. Going to miss inside with that one. And we talked about travel before. Travel's going to be huge. I mean, the longest trip we'll have, I guess, is Camden, Coach, about 40, 45 minutes.
That's
but
right.
That's a beautiful drive, though. Let's face it.
Well, and it's all interstate.
Looks in, misses. I will not miss that Midland Valley trip.
Ugh.
North Augusta may be a little bit longer, but Midland Valley feels longer.
I agree.
Ropes that down in right field. Ball is fair. He might clear the bases with this one. Plain scores. Murgo scores. Round in third. And he'll clear the bases with a triple. Bearcats have broke this one wide open, 13-0 ball game. Two more runs and we can call it a night, Coach.
I know what Kurt Peachy was
Oh,
doing if he was
yeah,
here right
he's
now after
probably
you said
cringing
that.
right now.
I know Rex is doing the same thing right now listening to you say that.
Bryston calls timeout. Got a trivia question tonight. I'll let you take a shot at it, Coach. We don't get any correct answers. PSSNsports.com. Just email me, mhagins, MHAGINS, at PSSNsports.com. Who did the Bearcats beat to secure their most recent state championship back in 2008? Let you think about that, and I'll check the email and see if we got any. First one that answers it correctly. One ball, one strike. 2 in the first, 7 in the second, 4 here in the third for the Bearcats. 13-0. Again, the trivia question, who did the Bearcats beat to secure their most recent state championship back in 2008? Little nubber over to shortstop. Scores the run. Lobs over to first and going to overthrow that one. That'll plate another run. And still nobody out. All righty, looking at some of our answers here. And Tim, it is not Lexington. Got a couple of Lexington answers. Again, this is when BC was in lower state. I know over the years, Coach, we've rotated upper and lower state, but we were lower state when we won the championship in 2008. Nope, Wood and Burns. Thanks, Billy. Coach, you got any idea?
I have one idea.
Ball gets behind. Now runner on second would be the winning run to make it 15-0. Somebody says Blythewood. I don't think Blythewood was around yet, were they? They weren't. Was their first year 2010, 11, something like that?
That's right.
I know in football they won was it their first year or second year they won a state championship under Brad Scott's son, Jeff Scott. Looks in, pumps, fires, laces that out into left field. Braxton going to round third for the winning run and not going to make the plate, and the Bearcats are going to win this one 15-0 in dominating fashion. And should be it. I'll tell you what, we didn't have a correct answer. Coach, I'm going to let you take a stab at it.
My guess is Hartsville.
Nope, not Hartsville.
When Tanner English was
Believe
here.
it or not, a team here in the Midlands.
Coach Huggins thinks it's AC Flora.
It is AC Flora, Coach. Good memory. Coach Huggins wins the trivia contest tonight, and I'm sure Kurt will foot the bill on this one. Not just kidding, Kurt. Bearcats are going to win this one 15-0. Stick around for our post-game show as we get to name our Game Day Turf Player of the Game by Coach Merger. That's all on the way in a moment. Bearcat Baseball on the Palmetto State Sports Network.
Linrich Contracting is a family-run business specializing in commercial and residential construction. The Key family has been involved in the construction business in South Carolina since the 1940s. Linrich Contracting is committed to providing quality construction in an organized and timely manner. With this commitment, you can be assured that one of our owners will be on site daily to monitor progress, quality, and any issues that may arise. To find out more, visit us at linrichcontracting.com. Linrich Contracting, building a better tomorrow today.
Hey, it's Everly.
And Victoria Peachy with So Everly Perfect Photography, your local photographer specializing in newborn, maternity, and lifestyle photography. I offer both outdoor or private in-studio sessions. Needing a dress for your maternity session? No worries. I have you covered with different styles to choose from. Visit So Everly Perfect Photography on Facebook to stay up to date on the latest mini sessions and giveaways. These years go by fast. Let's capture them before they slip away.
Message my mommy.
This is Terry Ward from the Taylor Watford Foundation. Did you know that fentanyl poison is the #1 killer in the U.S. for ages 13 to 50? Illegal drug use also has a drastic and horrendous effect on families in every segment of our society. Our young people, including the students in our schools, are not immune from this horrible epidemic that is apparent in our country. To help, a representative from the Taylor Watford Foundation would like to come visit your organization or school and present educational information about the dangers of drug use and how to fight it. Log on to TaylorWatfordFoundation.org to find out more. Taylor Watford Foundation, giving hope to life.
Looking for homemade goodness that hits the spot? Come on down to Breads and Such, home of your midnight baker. Located at 1220 C Avenue in West Columbia, we're your go-to for mouth-watering homemade meals, scrumptious desserts, and that perfect cup of Liberty Beans coffee. Each of our desserts is made with love and the finest of ingredients. We've always got something fresh to satisfy your sweet tooth. Our variety of pound cakes are baked fresh and perfect for any occasion. Need catering? We've got you covered. Let us bring the homemade goodness to your next event. We also offer on-site catering, perfect for any special event. And don't forget our custom gift baskets, an ideal treat for someone special. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're here to serve you the best. Visit us at breadsandsuch.com for more info. Breads and Such, where we just ain't loafing around.
At Game Day Turf Management, we pride ourselves on delivering top-quality, game-ready turf. Maintaining that high standard requires expert care, and we're here to help. We offer customized maintenance programs tailored to your field's needs. With over 20 years of experience, we provide full-service facility management and can collaborate with your existing staff. We began with natural grass fields and have evolved into a leader in synthetic turf services. For more information, visit us at GameDayTurf.net. That's GameDayTurf.net. Game Day Turf Management is a proud sponsor of tonight's Player of the Game.
Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by Game Day Turf Management. Now back at tonight's game is Mike Hagans and Kurt Pesci.
Mike Hagans and Coach Joe Murgo with you. Wanted to give a big shout out to Craig Watts. Had a birthday. Old Cornbread turned years old this week. And tell you what, this press box not the same without him, Coach.
No, he's definitely the life of the party, and I love Coach Watts and get to see him in a lot of Carolina football games. He comes by and tailgates with us some, and he's just – that whole family is just special people.
They surely are. Let's take a look at the final numbers. Bearcats win this one 15-0, getting the shutout. Bearcats tonight to go 10 of 18 at the plate. Again, they'll plate 15 runs, struck out 4 times, walked 5 times. Doubles tonight by Ergel, Jones, and Kuhn. Triple by Ergel, Medeiros, and Murgo. And again, hit by pitch, Medeiros. Stolen bases, Ergel had 2. Bernhagen had 1, Plain had 1, Braxton had 1, Parsons had 1. And then on the mound tonight, 3 innings tonight by Peyton Murgo, 55 pitches, 33 strikes. Did not give up a run, just 1 hit, 2 walks, and 7 big strikeouts. And the Bearcats are going to win this one 15-0. I want to get your final thoughts, Coach, on our Game Day Turf Player of the Game.
Well, I have co-players of the game. And I had an E5, so Peyton Murgo, 7 strikeouts, no hits, 2 walks, and 2 for 3 at the plate with a double. And then Hayden Ergel, who went 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 extra base hits, a triple and a double. So those are my co-players of the game.
Well, congratulations to those 2 guys. And, Coach, again, last little non-region hurrah here next week against Dutch Fork, and we'll be back here at home next Tuesday. So what do you want to look for next week rather?
I think being able to play another 5A powerhouse baseball program like Dutch Fork is what's going to prepare you for the high quality of the region that we've got to play. And so, hopefully next week that we come out, we play clean baseball and continue to pitch it well, and love the aggressiveness that we saw at the plate tonight. I really, really, really love the aggressiveness, and being able to get these 3 wins with a young team to continue to build that momentum and help instill the confidence in these young men. And so next week is going to be a big week for us, and then the gauntlet of our region starts. And so being able to play clean baseball and continue to understand what's in front of them and take it a game at a time for this young program will be a big deal.
Final score again, Bearcats win 15-0. Back at home Tuesday night, 7 o'clock against Dutch Fork. Coach, always appreciate it. Enjoy working with you. And I tell you, it's like Christmas Day, baseball season back in swing, so really appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely love it, Mike. It's a pleasure. I tell you this every year, and I mean it every time I tell you. I mean, this network and what you do for these young men and the opportunity that it gives for videotape and college coaches being able to see them play and then being to showcase our school and our entire program and the community and the parents here. It's just an absolute treat. I don't know what we did without you before you were here, and you are Mr. Bearcat in my opinion. I mean, you went to school here, you're through and through, and you love it. And before we get off the air tonight, I do, from the BC Bearcat baseball family, want to say that our hearts and our condolences go out to our superintendent, Dr. Hefner, and her entire family, and our thoughts and prayers continue to be with them with the passing of her husband, and we just continue to pray for them.
Well said, Coach. Well said. Again, final score tonight, BC winning this one 15-0. For my broadcast partner, Joe Murgo, this is Mike Higgins. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great weekend, and so long.
Tonight's game was brought to you by Lorex Auto Repair, Beth Branham Law, Zeus and Bailey's Pet Spa, Burkett and Burkett CPAs, Lynn Rich Contracting, Creekside Restaurant, Sun Solutions, So Everly Perfect Photography, West Metro News, Krantz Cooling and Heating, the Taylor Watford Foundation, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Stacy Sizemore, Dunlap Plumbing, Breads and Such, and Game Day Turf Management. To find out more about Palmetto State Sports Network, visit our website at pssnsports.com. You can also download our app on your app store by searching for Palmetto State Sports Network. Thanks for listening and have a great night.
Thank you.